at the park for day 1, and we have came to our hotel. We are staying, I believe it's called Le Trois Hiboux, and we are obviously staying here for tonight. And now the door's open, and let's go in. It's very dark. We have a picture of a fox on the wall. Where's the lights? I can't find the lights. Can't work out where the lights are. Oh, hold on. Oh. Took me a while, but I've worked out the lights, really. As you can tell, obviously, we have a balcony with a table and chair, so you can sit out here and, I don't know, have a drink, because breakfast is actually served in the actual hotel itself. And there's even an ashtray out here for all the grown-ups that smoke, like coming to Parc Asterix. Completely useless for OBS Productions, because it's down to its mum or any of the crew actually smoke, but it doesn't matter. Because it's actually a really nice hotel, and I believe you've had a look around. Now, there's actually one thing I'd like to mention. There is this. I believe it's actually a TV show that's out on the TV. Well, obviously on the TV. So I believe that's actually got the channel number in, so you can actually have a look for it. Or at least I think it is. If you couldn't tell, my French isn't the greatest, but I would also like to quickly point out these wonderful birch trees all on the wall. And this actually is made to look like it's made of logs, but it isn't. But it does look quite cool, because it's actually very, well, obviously it's textile because you've got all the little gaps. It's really nice. And as I think you've seen, with this lovely little orange sofa, like nearly generally orange, not quite though. And instead of a table, we got a log. And actually, no, it's been converted to a table because it's got some little wheels on the bottom, so you can roll it around with your magic, whimsy potions on top, so you can get drinks to the whole room. And after one night of failing to play badminton and ended up watching pretty much the same 4 Idefix episodes, the Idefix TV show over and over again, it was then time for our second day in Parc Asterix. And just before I left the hotel, I did grab some breakfast quickly, and it was actually really nice. Just before I left the hotel, I even got to meet some of the Asterix characters in what they call the games room. And I've just exited our hotel, because today we are going into the park, obviously, again, for our last day in the park, and now I've got to say goodbye to our hotel, because after our day in the park, sadly, it's the end of my time at Parc Asterix. To start off the day, we went back to Greece, because there's one more thing we had to do. There was a Olympic-style diving show, so we went to see that, so well, let's go!
un aigle royal des plus majestueux. Ne méprenez pas, cher public, c'est à la sueur de leur front que nos athlètes ont perfectionné leur plongeon. Toute la beauté de ce sport repose d'ailleurs sur la précision. Aïe aïe aïe. Ah. Et sur la répétition, tel un joueur de lyre qui inlassablement rejoue ses arpèges. C'est le prix à payer pour devenir un super champion. Mesdames et messieurs, afin de sceller l'amitié entre nos peuples, avant le début des hostilités, admirons cet hommage acrobatique à l'épreuve de la lutte désormais gréco-romaine. À 25 mètres d'auteur, Archimède est catégorique. Le poids d'un athlète en arrivant dans l'eau équivaut à celui d'un taureau. 1 tonne. Mesdames et messieurs,
c'est balèze. Ah ouais, tu vois. On voit même pas la piscine.
And just before we move on to our next area, Festival to Tatis, I think we have a word from our sponsor. It's time for Bailey's Bin Reviews! Hello, welcome back to Bailey's Bin Reviews, coming to you from Parc Asterix. Today we have these bins. Honestly, for such a wonderful park that Parc Asterix is, these bins are slightly disappointing because they are just bog standard bins. So I'm sure there's some retailer for theme parks in Europe but sell all the bins to all the theme parks. They're all very similar. Most parks put a wrapper paint on bottom. Sadly, Parc Asterix does not do that, as you can see. Yes, this one has a slit with a circle in it for a hole, and this one's just got a standard push lid like Europa Park and many, many more. But honestly, they are so standard. I can't give them no more than a 5 bins out of 10. So they are the most standard bins. Obviously, they're wonderful at their job, and they're all really, really clean. So actually, no, because they're really so clean, I'll give it a 6 actually. 6 bins out of 10. And that's all I have. The Bailey's Bin Reviews coming to you from Parc Asterix. And as you've probably seen at this point, the theming is really, really good with this park. Especially this giant letterbox, in my opinion, actually really cool, like the wings. But honestly, they could have at least done something with the bins. They're just standard bins. And now to Festival to Tatis. And the first ride I got on was the toboggan. I've just been on the toboggan, really, really good ride. I'll put up the actual name because I can't pronounce it, I'll butcher it to absolute heaven's door and back. It was actually a really, really good ride. The brakes do jitter the train quite a lot, but it's really, really good. I've just got on this ride in Festival 2 Tapas, that area, and it looks like something its dad would build in the sheds, to be honest. Just came off of whatever that's called, I'll put my name up. I'm going to have to do a lot of editing on this video because I don't remember any of the names of the rides. It's actually really fun, weirdly relaxing. There goes 2 tapas in the back, we'll go jump on that in a second. Weirdly relaxing that was though, really good ride though, and I think I might have got a POV, even though the camera just kept going on and off and on and off. It was being really weird, but I'm hoping I have a POV, and if I do, Editor Bailey, shove it in next. I already have, continue with the video already. And now to get on the big one for the area festival 2 tapas. Well, 2 tapas! Awesome ride, but just before I go into my little review of the ride, I'd like to give a humongous shout out to a guy called Oscar, such a nice guy. Luckily he let me in on the front ride car, because for some reason on 2 tapas, every other ride they let me on to wait on before so we can get on the front ride car. On 2 tapas they would not let me. They wouldn't let me wait to get on the front ride car. So Oscar, being the absolute legend he is, let me trade his place and get on the front ride car so I can get you that awesome POV. So if you're watching this, huge shout out to you. Thank you so much, my guy. And I did get on a ride called, I believe it's Cletomatics. Correct me if I got that wrong, because I probably did, but it was actually really good. Sadly I couldn't film it because it was a spinning coaster, so all that you'd have seen was the person in front of me, but I did do a little review on it, so now I'll let you watch it. And I've just came off of this awesome spinny coaster behind me. I'll put up the name because once again I do not remember it. And also just after my little review box I'm doing, because that ride was actually really, really good. It was very smooth, but like ridiculously smooth. The theming wasn't, it was really good. There wasn't, like, obviously, for some reason there's not a lot of characters on the rides here. Still really, really good rides, but not a lot of characters. I don't really know why. I think it's because there's a couple dark rides where it's more character based, but obviously the coasters are more thrill based. And we've just gone into one of the main gift shops at the start of the park. There's some really cool stuff in there. There's these little key rings. Obviously you can get Obelix and Asterix. You can get their dog. I don't actually know what their dog's called. We're going to have to look that up or put it on the screen. Obviously you can get a ball and a rock with a speech bubble on. I don't actually know what it says, obviously, because I sadly can't read French. So if any of you watching this can read French, please put in the comments down below what that rock says, because I don't actually know. And there's also pardon me, these awesome little coins. Some of them are in colour. The colour ones are €5. Number ones that aren't in colour are €3. And even these awesome little, you stick them on the dashboard of your car, and it's like sun powered, I think. Am I correct? It's that? Yes,
Yeah.
sun powered, and it bobs his head back and forth. And he would get an LED torch keyring of Asterix and Obelix's dog, or I think it's Asterix's, with a little torch on it. And now we're moving on to our bigger plushies. You have, I'm not sure if this is a Christmas teddy, I don't know, but a rock, because if you haven't seen Asterix, any of the films or the comics, Obelix himself likes to lob a lot of rocks. So this one you could give as a present to someone, you don't even have to wrap it, it's a plushie. You have obviously some little balls. Here's bigger Obelixes, and if you want an even bigger Obelix, you can get this one. Also, giant ball and giant rock. And there's just so much in the shop. I'll let you take a look in a second. But there's a couple more bits I'd like to show you. If you'd like something a bit like Disney, where you have the Mickey headbands and the Minnie headbands, you can get a ball. Or I think it's a ball or a wild hog. I don't actually know how it's said. You can even get Asterix dog's ears, Asterix wing ears inside this, and you can get these. These are just bog standard little headbands with Parc Asterix on them. And that's all the headbands. And there's one more thing I'd like to show you, if I can put that back on. But you can get hats. You can get like a Roman one, like the Romans would wear. Doesn't fit very well. Actually, it's not too bad. And you can get a flask. I believe this is from the Magic Potion film, if I'm right. Actually, really cool, really. So obviously, you can get your swords. This is more the Roman one, but I never have the Roman spears. And you get Asterix's hat with the logo on, because of course you can. And if you would like to, with a shield, you can get all of this for, I believe it's €39. And now I'll let you take a look at the rest of the shop. Actually, one more thing I'd like to point out is you get these big foam mallets, and I don't know if any of my older viewers will remember this, but there used to be a TV show hosted by a man called Timmy Mallet called Whackaday, and as soon as I saw one of these I automatically thought of Whackaday, because in that show, if you got a question wrong, I think it's a question wrong, they would pop you on the head with a hammer. So that's what I automatically thought of when I saw this, and that's just a little thing that for some reason came into my head. and I did pick myself up one thing, but I think it's really, really cool. One of these little, I believe it's from the Magic Potion film, or it's just from Asterix itself, this little canteen, but it actually is a drinks canteen. You can actually drink out of it, and I think it's really, really cool. So I'm going to pick myself up one because it's €8, and I just thought I might use it for, I don't know, I might use it at some point in my office. The reason I went from all the way at the top of the park where Festival 2 Tatis is, all the way back to the bottom of the park where the entrance is because, as I was saying before I got delightfully interrupted by my dog, also known as Disco Dog to my veteran viewers, the reason I went down to the bottom of the park again was not to go to the shop, it was actually to go meet Obelix. The picture obviously you can see on screen now, and it's actually a lovely little picture, because he's actually very heavy-handed, and when he puts his hand over your shoulder you can feel it, but actually, well, sadly, and now I'm going to have to wrap it up here because it was supposed to be a two-part series, but it's going to end up a 3-part. So sadly this is the end now, so please like and subscribe if you haven't already, ring the bell for the latest videos, share this with all of your friends, it really, really does help. And now I'm going to pop off, so bye bye, and also stay in tune for part 3 because it'll be coming very, very soon.
It's time to stare at manholes, it's time to make a fleece, it's time to do a somersault, or maybe visit Greece, climb a tree, sew a dress, and just generally make a mess. Get distracted by the first thing that oh look, the bee. It's time to do some stuff, look at things, gallivant. It's time to do whatever the heck I want.